It's alright.
Oh my god!
Yo guys, what is up? Max on a Borderlands 3 video, and today we're going over one of the new vault card weapons, the Creeping Corruption. Now, this thing reads, on kill, corruption spreads to nearby enemies. Infected enemies take 33% more damage, stacks up to 3 times. Today we're going to go over everything that you need to know about what makes this weapon good and how to use it, and the things that you shouldn't use with this thing, because it is a little picky, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. Alright, so let's talk about this weapon. Now, the Creeping Corruption's mechanic, corruption works as a debuff similar to that of its piss grenade. When you apply this debuff, it's going to make enemies take more damage from all sources: melee, grenade, action, skill, and the gun itself. Now, a few things to note here. First off, the corruption, when it's on kill, corruption spreads to nearby enemies. You need to get that kill with this gun. If you're holding this gun and kill an enemy with a grenade, or if you're holding this gun and kill an enemy with an action skill or a melee attack, it does not work. The kill needs to come from this weapon, and there are certain skills in this game that will interrupt this weapon and steal the kill. For example, things like next to mags, things like short fuse on Moes. If those things steal the kill and technically take the kill from you, and the gun is not getting the kill, but your like bonus element or whatever is, you can actually hurt this thing and you won't get the corruption. Now, when you do get corruption and you shoot this thing, you're gonna notice a few things. First off, let's see if we can kill this guy. Like right there, didn't get any corruption because something stole my kill. Probably my cannon when I shot him there. And still no corruption orbs. Usually they're pretty good. There's our corruption orbs. So these things are going to travel to enemies. They're actually really good at seeking out enemies. I do want to say that now that these two enemies both have the corruption on them, they're going to be green and taking a small corrosive dot for a long time. The dot lasts for way longer than it would like a normal corrosive dot, and it's gonna as you kill enemies, you know, you're gonna have an easier time killing the next enemy, which is gonna get spread orbs to the next enemy. And for mobbing, this thing's pretty fun. I'm not using the revolter on it right now because I mean, I would recommend the revolter, but revolter makes this thing look even stronger. But yeah, there's this kill with the revolter. Now, I have enjoyed using this thing with clone as a mobbing weapon because clone's going to be getting kills, and clone will generate orbs that'll debuff for you, and then you can also be generating your own debuffs, and both will count. So like, for example, if I generate a orb or a corruption status on an enemy, clone is going to then deal more damage to that enemy, and vice versa. So they do work together. It's not like we're only debuffing for ourselves. This gun debuffs, this corruption status debuff for everyone. So that makes it pretty cool, and I think this is a very cool weapon. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think this is the greatest weapon. If this thing could come in elemental, it'd be much stronger. Elemental effect on this would be really cool. It does seem like a little brother to kind of the Breath of the Dying, but this is going to kill you less because Breath of the Dying always kills me when I use it. But I do think the Breath of the Dying has a little bit more damage attuned to it. But overall, it's a solid weapon. Now, I do think one thing that's interesting that I wanted to bring up, and I don't want to look too deep into this with this weapon, is the fact that we do have corruption, which is kind of a mechanic of this weapon, and it's a Wonderlands themed vault card. Possibly a hint that corruption might be something that we see in Wonderlands. We already have seen the devs talk about poison in Wonderlands as a poison spell or a poison element. So maybe we'll see corruption come as a form of kind of slag-esque debuff, but more magical. We'll see. I'm curious about that. I'm curious how you guys feel about sort of like debuff things like this. I think debuffs are good as long as you don't have to become super reliant on them like you did at Borderlands 2's endgame with slag, but debuffs are always cool. And this one on this weapon, pretty cool. Don't think it's the strongest thing, but it is fun to use and fun to see everything go around like this. You could also probably use this on flak with some more corrosive things with the bounty hunter, because flak is great with corrosive damage. Could be really interesting. I haven't had a great time with Moes on this because all of Moes is a bonus, like incendiary and splash stuff keeps stealing my kills. But yeah, guys, that is it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Go get yourself a corruption from the Vault Card 3, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care. Peace.
I was putting in the